Bonjour, bon après-midi et bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs partout où vous êtes. On m'appelle Dine Delicia sur Isoko TV D57. Je vous présente une nouvelle émission qui a comme titre Be The Voice, présentée par Constellation English Clubs. Welcome!
Ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of Isoko TV, welcome again in Be The Voice emission. So we can't forget giving you thanks for all you're doing to us. So you're subscribing, you're commenting and sharing. We appreciate it, guys. And today we are around the table with guests. And before I'm coming with the guests, I would like just to let you know more about the topic on the table. Is the word or the statements, which is, what do you understand by tomorrow begins today? A lot of people want to know more about tomorrow begins today. So our guest in the house will let you know more about what is tomorrow begins today. So let me start with the one sitting on my left side. Would you please introduce yourself to people and tell us what you understand by tomorrow begins today as a businessman?
So as a businessman, something that I should even say about tomorrow begins today. So you should get prepared before performing something. So according to entrepreneurs, first of all, something that you should keep in your mind should be a risk taker. And follow what they say, management information system. Because in management information system, there are some questionnaires. It indicates you where you should even implement your company. So, and by the way, a lot of people, they have dreams of becoming entrepreneurs, but those dreams, they should even act before being what you want to be. So now I went even at school and I dealt with business administration. The reason why the guy holding this microphone has even asked me one question. As a businessman, what can you say about tomorrow begins today? So according to what I got from I learned more about business. The reason why I should even advise other people so that they can even get more experience in what they can do whenever it may happen to them to become entrepreneurs. Because I don't want them just to copy from others. I want them to create their own ideas.
Okay, thank you very much, but I'm sorry just to come back again to you, and people have been just following you where you give them all these kind of ways just to come to what they want to know. But people want to know your name first.
My name is Christmas Ndashimie, as known as No One.
Oh, Mr. No One. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. No One is one of the businessmen, has told you more about what he knows, his experience. Remember, the topic on the table is, what do you understand by tomorrow begins today? So on his side too, on my left side we have the other one who is one of the students. So he's going to tell us more about what is tomorrow begins today.
Thank you very much first for giving me the floor.
You're welcome.
I'm known as Vicky. Most of the times they call me Chinese. So I'm just standing here on behalf of students. I'm just going to talk education. So I have heard the topic for so long and I didn't analyze it, but the topic is very important to our society. So as a student, why I stood for education is that the education is the framework of development. We just want to have ministers and we just want to have country leaders.
Yes.
That's our very well educated. So as the students, you must take care of your studies, So I just want to just focus on 4 tips so that when you apply them, you can be successful at school. First of all, is revise the studies. Second, respect your guardians. Guardians means your parents or everybody else that can take care. Can take care of just paying, just tuition fees, something like that. Third is just revising your notes because when I mean just you are a careless, a reckless
Yeah.
student. So nowhere nowhere you can go. You are going any food. So that's why I just want just say about it. And something else in addition
Yeah.
is when just you finish your studies, when just you get a diploma. So don't lie and say everything is gone because we just are experiencing employment in country of Burundi because of when just student finish, they think that's all is off. But we need just to be creative in everything that you are doing. So after just finishing studies, so search something that you can do so that you can make yourself develop. So this is what I can say about this topic. Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much. As one of the students is now telling us what he understand about tomorrow begins today. But on this side too, we have the other one who is one of the artists. When I'm talking about artists now, we be going straight because the word artist has got a lot of meaning or has got a lot of things or the tips there. But he's gonna tell us as a singer. What do you want to say? As a journalist. So as a journalist, what can you tell the artists about tomorrow begins today?
Yeah, thank you first of all. Thank you for welcoming me in your studio. Really, I appreciate it. And I'm known as Nivaiswa Alva Bonfils, but a lot of people just call me Alvin. And as a journalist, I'm here just to give my view. And it's not only what I hear or what I learned, but especially what I've been experienced. So most of the time when we went to learn journalism, so we understand the priority things that we use. It's about language. So today I'm going to talk about language. So most of journalists, they don't care about language. So they care about only the language that they've been at the school learning, then say it over. So today I'm talking about French. I'm talking about Kirundi, because most of time we do not study in Swahili here in Burundi. But now we started just starting in our school. So, but most of time we need to focus on the language which is used most in business. Then that's the English that is used most in business. So, but nowadays, if we try to check how just journalism does they treat this language which is English, so they don't give it value of it. For example, let's take example, like we receive a guest from outside of the country, maybe from Kenya or even from overseas, they over there. Then, so will you interview him in French or Swahili or Kirundi? Not, because most of singers, so they use English. Most of people when they talk about business, they use English. How will you go in front of those people, those businessmen, those artists, those singers, then you force them to make the interview whereas you do not know English. So we need to learn this language. And most of journalists, they say, no, we learn there. So this English, I will learn it later. So they forget to learn it before the opportunity comes. So when the opportunity comes, it's not the time of learning, it's the time of performance. So when the opportunity comes, make sure you perform good. How will you perform without knowing English? This will be too horrible. So it means we have to learn today. This language that is used most, we have to learn them right now. So when the opportunity comes, only just we do it. Not only just being in need of calling somebody else from the other country, saying, hey, we need to welcome an American one, or we need to welcome an English people. Then so we need to call a journalist from Tanzania, from Kenya. No, why? We are able to make it. But the problem we have, we as a journalist in Burundi, we say we're going to study it later. In case of starting today, start learning today. Once the opportunity comes, and we do it automatically, then we perform it well. So that's what I can talk about journalism. So don't let the opportunity pass through your fingers, because opportunity knocks for once, and once it goes, it does not come. So let's go on. Let's start right now. Don't wait for tomorrow is not yours, but your presence is today. So make it. That's the reason why they call it a gift, is a present.
All right, so thank you so much. I would like us to come with the one question to you that is one of the journalists, but people were just expecting to know more about you, your name exactly.
So my official name is Nibaezwa Alva Bonfils. But now a lot of people just use calling me Alvin as a nickname, but it's Alvin they turn into English. Now they call me Alvin because most of people used to train in them English, or most of people just I used to interview them in English, then so just they call me Alvin. They turn my French name into English name.
Alvin.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been just hearing from Alvin, which is the nickname, whose full name is Nibahezwa Alve Bonfils. So he taught us more about the journalists, the behaving way, so they can become successful once they have anyone coming from outside their country, I mean their own, their mama land. So on my right side too, I have one of, I can say artists, but the word artist has got a lot of meaning, or has got a lot of tips or ways to be used, but we only go straight to the point as a singer. So you as a singer, what can you say about Tomorrow Begins Today? First of all, introduce yourself. People want to know who you are.
So okay, thank you very much for your speech first. Call me Golden Banks if you don't mind. So this name that a lot of people call me, and I'm happy to be around. So I have something they just want to say about Tomorrow Begins Today. So I hope that it's not my first time hearing the word. So I know this way from before. That's why I just want to say something on this. Right. So first, we are the singers, the all-stars, as people usually say. There's something that we have, So most of time, stars do say that they want to be international. Right. Our songs want to be out over the world. But you need to know, really know what to start with. You need to know what to do before. Right. First, you have to sing something that people understand, or some people understand. So say I want to base on English because now English is taking over somehow. I want to try to see. So as we have East Africa, we have some African countries that they can speak English. So we have United States, we have Australia, some countries like that. So and when you say that you want to be international, first I just want to tell those stairs, so including I too, what we can do, as we are busy on English, so we have to know English. So when I'm saying this, because it's a plan that you have, that you just want to be international. So in a case, you don't have to wait. First, you have to learn English, and you don't have to say, so at the day that I just want to make a song that can make me be international. In a case, is where I will sing the song. So first, you have to take out all key points that can help you to be international. So on the first step, you have to know what people need, and the second, you have to know English too. So, cause we used to see a lot of singers that we have here, all stars, when they go out of the country, sometimes the same how difficult it can be for them to give interview in English. So this is a high problem that we have in the country. So it's not only in Burundi, even other countries can have the same problems. You know that? So that's why you don't have to wait. You have to start today. Because we may have 2 or more than 2, want to say more than 2, can have 20, 100 stars. They can say, no, I don't need English now. I will learn English at the moment that I will be in need of English. No, you don't have to wait. You need to start today, because the stick that you work on in the future, you have to work for it right now. This is the right moment to start. You don't have to wait tomorrow.
All right, so thank you so much. This was Banks, one of singers. So who were just telling us more about what we can do as singers international, or having an intention of becoming international singers. Please learn English and learn what people want from you, because English will help you to go and have a lot of concerts. I believe is that.
Yes, that.
All right, so you heard what you need. Thank you. On his right side too, we have another one who is a leader. So we want to know more. A leader can tell us too what he understands about tomorrow starts or begins today. Introduce yourself and tell us what is there.
Thank you. First thing first, my name is Munezero Daversen, but known as One Piece. I want to talk about the topic saying that, as a leader, you have to be someone who's visionary. You have to see further. You don't just see like today. You have to see yourself in 5 years. What would I be in 5 years? And in that, you have to take a preparatory procedure in order to achieve what you're going to achieve in 5 years. So that means taking everything in consideration, and that means a lot of components that come together with that. That implies a person to start a day. For example, as a leader, you might be called upon a day just like to partake in a certain summit, which is worldwide. And we know, for example, that English has taken over. And a lot of countries right now use English as an international language. That time you will need a tool that will help you talk or make interaction with others.
Yes.
You wouldn't need an interpreter to be right there for you every day. It's better to start a day. We have a lot of English centers, like Constellation English Center, where you can come and learn. For example, it's just talking about language. There is a lot of different other components that can come together with that. As a leader, you are preparing, for example, the people that you work with and seeing the vision in like 5 years, 10 years, where you're going to be. And that means the self-preparatory procedure that you take today is going to lead you to a paramount point tomorrow. And if you keep pending something, you're going to regret it after. And better start right now, because when you start right now, you can see, you have a clear image of what's going to be tomorrow. And that is the kind of thing that has made a lot of leaders become who they are today. They know how to take action beforehand, because there is things that a lot of people ask themselves. For example, when you tell them about English, okay, you tell the person, what about English? Don't you want to learn, for example? They don't see it. But as a leader, as a visionary that you are, you see, if I learn English today, I'll be able to make my own self heard by everything I say or the speeches that I'll be delivering. In that kind of way, you become more influent. That's what I mean.
So thank you so much, leader. With all these ways you're telling leaders just to follow and telling them what they have to understand about tomorrow begins today. That today is the right day. Today is the right time to prepare for their leadership tomorrow. As you come out with some international summits where you are invited as the representative or the presenter, you must know. Let me come with a question straight away. So, what can you tell to those leaders who are expecting or depending much on interpreters?
The thing is, interpreters don't really introduce your thoughts like you want them to be. Because when you have an interpreter, they'll be saying things but not literally like you mean them. So it's better to speak for yourself. And you know that we have economic means that go with interpreters. You have to spend a lot of money just hiring people to talk for you. Or your thoughts that you're going to expose to people are not going to be conveyed as you wish them to be. So it's better to do it by yourself, because you can choose the proper words and you can make proper speeches.
All right, so let's go straight with last question of mine before I come to the singer with some questions to him. So would you please let leaders know what is the reason that leaders sometimes they are called by the leaders? What can be the reason they have this name after them? Where they've been having, let's say, 18 members around them, but after a year or after some months, they lose this, they only being themselves.
I would explain that it's in a matter of, everything is in a matter of communication. That's what I would say, because it's a matter of trying to communicate together, having a network where things are conveyed. It's like, it's not like when somebody talks and the other person in a member thinks the person talked like this or like that. It's in a matter of trying to come together. There is, when you're together, you can tap a line. It's like a co-web. When they come together, they can tap a line. So I think togetherness should stay, and that togetherness is portrayed into communication and talking and having everything on the table. If it is a matter that's going on, for example, if there is something wrong going on, you put everything on the table. For example, if there's a person thinking of bad of another person, it's better put it on the table, talk it out on the table. And I think after that, things will be fine because you'll be explaining why you're having this move and why the other person is having the other move. I think that also helps.
So thank you so much. Okay, let me come with a question to our singer today who is around the table. Okay, you spoke about something international, and then you spoke about something in English. When you told singers like you that today is the right day, today is the right moment, they have to get ready for international hit song. Then, do you think body preparation can cause their downfall as you are a singer? I mean, body preparation means you're not taking care about today, you're only caring about tomorrow. Can this cause a problem?
Yeah, of course, because if you just want to moving forward, you have to start the day, as we say. So when you see that you are successful today, it means that you started before. So that's why they needed to start it today, because they have this plan of being international or giving a message to all over the country. That's why I say that English is taking over. So nowadays, when you try to see a lot of news that we have, hit songs that we have, most of the time we found in English. But you find that our country would just want to be international when it cast we don't know English. Of course, some know, but others don't know. So for those people who don't know, they have to take a time for that and learn from today that I'm speaking. Or that today that other people are speaking and try to the audiovisual people just to learn English. And I had someone say here, Consolation English Club or English training can help with this. So I know this too. So for the one who just want to learn, he can try to look for Consolation Training Center too, and he can try to learn English. And as a singer, they do like English most of the time when they do sing, but most of the time they do find they're singing some mistakes, some English word, and they find there's some mistakes. But when they do learn, they can't make mistakes once more time.
All right. So you think also, because sometimes they're just expecting some collaboration, singing with outside countries. Then, is this preparing the future or is prepared today?
So that's what first, when you just when you need a career or depend on someone just want to work with. Because most of the time people have to see first who are you, what is the level that you have in singing in the case, and most of the time when you just want to, sometimes you can need a collab when you just want to sing in English and you don't know English, but in a case it's like a failure because you're gonna need somebody who gonna make a song for you, especially in English, because you just want to sing English and you're gonna repeat it once more time. But in the case you know English, you're gonna do it yourself.
It's an easy way.
Yeah, it's an easy way. You're gonna go like there. You go in mother time. You see there? Yeah.
So you be like a bullet from a gun.
Yeah, of course, it's there.
All right.
Yeah, you don't have to take much time for that.
Okay, so dear singers, I believe you have heard a lot from Banks. What is calling some of the singers who can never express themselves in English? Please, I heard them speaking about Consolation English Training Center. Contact the guys, we'll let you know more. Okay, on my left side, I'm going to ask the questions to one of the business men. I want to know the reason why business people don't succeed. Is it because they plan to fail or they fail to plan?
Because they fail to plan, they don't want to start from today so that they can even get enough preparation of what they are expecting to be. For instance, I may say that depending on what they done, even for guidance, they should even get some conflicting answers depending on getting not enough even time just to start their business beforehand. And the reason why I would like just to tell them to start from today so that tomorrow to become better for them according to the time that they should even take from today. That is.
Okay, so dear viewers of Isoko TV, now we just understand it from one of the businessmen telling all the business people that they have to understand that success will come through the preparation which is taking place today. Today is the right time. If you want to become more successful, please go through your papers and see how you are planning your papers. Plan them to a success stage. Because if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. And tomorrow you ain't going to succeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Noel.
Thank you too.
So we have a question to one of the students. Now, would you please tell students like you why they have to get ready when they just want to have like a diploma or examination? Is it the right time for them to succeed, to get good marks? Is it the right time where they see the exams on the table, or what can they do?
So that is obvious. You want to be successful, just as you students. So when you have an exam, for instance, tomorrow, so you have to get prepared today, because you can't wait. Just until the exam is ready there on table and say I'm just going to revise. So today is the right time of just getting prepared, everything, revising your notes very well, so that you can be successful, mate.
All right, so thank you so much.
Bonjour, bon après-midi et bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs partout où vous êtes. On m'appelle Dindelicia sur Isoko TV DSA57. Je vous présente une nouvelle émission qui a comme titre Be The Voice, présentée par Constellation English Clubs. Welcome!